Number 5 ng ating NBA 2K22 My League. Stand by guys! Hello, hello! Hindi po babay yun ha. Alright! Play game natin. And shoutout po sa lahat ng mga nandiyan pa rin. Okay.
Interesting thing about our fans is they're loyal. They understand what's going on. They're very knowledgeable about basketball. Very enduring. We've come close 2 times. I've done 2 NBA finals. The fans share that, and we look forward to that happening again. The dish from John Stockton. When I got my first situation, that was in the ABA, when we had the red, white, and blue ball, and that was with the Utah Stars. Throughout that particular period of time, I ended up doing the 1979 Final Four with Bird and Magic Johnson in the University of Utah. That was absolutely amazing. But it was a precursor because the Jazz came into town in '79, and I had a reasonable resume. Still had to audition, but there I went. That's a steal. There's the pass. Each game is relatively different. I mean, I've done it so many times after 42 years. Boyan for 3. Planning is a waste of time. I just roll with the blows. The game rolls and I roll with it. A spare microphone lying there, needing my voice to go into it is the most motivation that I need. And I go from there.
Hello everyone, Sean Heath, the PA voice for the Dallas Mavericks. Now I've cleared my schedule to excitedly present your top plays of the week. Let's see what you sent in. We tip off with Blasian Invasion, and a real rarity in my career. Dribbles around the perimeter, baits the defender, and drains the 3. Oh, and 1! If you get a piece of the player, you might as well get a piece of the ball too. In a close game, proving their value, finishing the 4-point play. Yeah, the 3 is good and the foul. Next, we're in my career with H.C. Gabber. You know you're a certified block artist when you stop LeBron James defensively. Oh, to my power! Then they run past Carmelo for the 2-hand lob finish. Now let's head to Club 2K with Watch Me Work 601, where the team's down 18-13. It's time to sing some catch-up threes. Ooh, there's one. There's 2. Oh, and 3! Man, sinking the 3s and mixing in the lockdown D. Yeah, we see ya. That's what you call 3 and D. Let's close this week with G3000, stealing our hearts and the ball. Jump in the passing lane, headed the other way. Oh, excuse me, were you standing there? Call that defender ribs, because he just got taken to the rack. Okay, let's vote. Choose the top play that's a real Maverick this week. See what I did there? And remember that you can be on 2KTV by submitting your best plays using the hashtag 2KTVWow. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week. See you inside Mavericks games in NBA 2K22.
Have you reached level 40 in Season 2? Well, if so, send us your picks using hashtag 2KTVPicks, and you just might be featured on a future episode of 2KTV. Until next week, enjoy the game. Bye.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. So kick back, get your
Shout out to you,
popcorn ready.
Chris.
We'll be back in just a moment. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Well, coming up, Damian Lillard wasn't the most touted. He said, quote, "I know what it's like to not have the lights on you. I did my work behind the scenes, not certain if I'd ever get the results. I don't forget what it took for me to get here. The work, the discipline, the humility, and the compassion. I stayed true to that." BA?
Incredible. Thanks, Allie. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for James Harden.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Harden and Durant, they're the 2 and the 3. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Dellavedova in at the point guard position. And for the Trailblazers, the talented pair of Lillard and McCollum in the backcourt. Norman Powell out there with Larry Nance. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And right around this time of the year, Doris, it can be easy to lose focus. But these mid-season games are just as important as any.
Well, consistency is always the thing teams are in search of. And it doesn't matter whether we're just tipping off or you're approaching the All-Star break. It's about, are you paying attention to detail? Are you leaning on the habits built? Because every game counts the same in the standings. A win is a win and a loss is a loss.
Lillard up top. Over Durant. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Big Cat. He's guarded by Nance. Big Cat goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Now here's Lillard, tightly guarded.
Wow.
And the dunk by Lillard.
The defense gets cut to shreds by Lillard on the drive. He's just so quick and agile.
Here's Big Cat. Drills it from deep. 5 points in the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Durant against Powell.
Right.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. It's Powell, high post. Durant's there. Back to Powell. Just 5 on the clock.
I love the energy of Kevin Durant on the defensive end. Long and tall, and does a great job contesting without fouling.
A nice shot by Big Cat.
And setting the tempo
All right,
with an
get it in my-
assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Powell. 17 points in his last outing.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
Aldridge, and that one's long. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 so far. Ooh, a clear look for Powell. Money from the wing.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And the three-pointer goes.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Lillard passes to Nance. McCollum outside. Back to Nance. And stolen by Aldridge. Pass to Dellavedova. Right wing. Here's Big Cat, defended by Lillard. Yep, that one's good. 12 points for him.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Inside. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Aldridge. And now the Nets on the break.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now a timeout called by Portland. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
Zeller's checked in for Portland. And the Nets also making a change. Cousins is checked in. And that one is stuffed right through.
What a way to begin this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Powell passes to Lillard. Zeller with the ball. Back to Lillard. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Pass to Dellavedova. Here's Big Cat. And the Nets, another three.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 since the tip. Here's Lillard. Now Nance. Out to Lillard. There's the triple. Durant pulls it in.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten on turnovers.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
It's tipped.
7'6" wingspan in the house, and he says, get it out of here.
Durant, pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Timeout called. The Blazers. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
See the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Trailblazers, no movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
Seeing where the Nets are, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some critics have said they're playing way above their heads, but I think we're just learning how great this team is.
Here's Simons. 11 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Outside Durant. The three is up. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the inside, Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
Cousins finds Harden. Hits the trifecta.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Here's Simons. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Poke loose. Cousins against Zeller. Pass to Big Cat. Launches a three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And it's Simons penetrating, and he lays it up and in.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Here's Big Cat. No good on the triple. And the foul on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal. Second team foul. On the floor for the Nets.
11 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Simons. Misses off the right iron.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Millsap for three. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Brooklyn feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that. And with his elite shooting, Lillard can work off screens and
getting the ball later in possessions when the defense isn't so sharp. You know, usually at the beginning of a...
Well, when you're guarding Damian Lillard, you can't let up for a second, Grant.
And the Blazers, generally a methodical offense. Now, they don't mind using the clock and forcing the defense to cover for all 24.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Boy, the Nets have been rolling along, haven't they?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
On the court right now. Second quarter for the Nets. We've got J.J. Redick, Blake Griffin out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Mills in at the point guard position. And there's a 10-second limit on free throw routines. But we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Brad, do you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, B.A., I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible. He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Big group substitution here for Portland. Nurkic is checked in for Zeller. Powell comes in for Covington. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Snell. And Lillard subbed in for Simons. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And he caps his dunk off with a little extra flair, switching hands on that dunk.
And like he was in the air for an eternity. Lillard passes to Nurkic. Lillard outside. No good on the three.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Redick from deep. Powell pulls it in. The Trailblazers have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
Something we do not always talk about is that Joe Harris is not just a shooter. Even though he doesn't rack up huge assist totals, this guy's a solid passer. He competes on the defensive end, and he can actually put it on the deck.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple. He has 29 now.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And what is it specifically that makes Harris a good playmaker, Doris?
I think it's probably his IQ, the fact that he can see a play develop before it really gets to a position where most guys see it. He has a great feel for where his teammates are, and he knows how to hit them in their favorite spots.
Timeout called, Portland.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nance is checked in. And with balloting underway, a chance to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting.
Well, it's so interesting to see where the players stack up right now.
Well, you look at Lillard. He checks in second in the Western Conference. The fans just love this guy.
You better believe he's earned it. It's been an incredible season for him, and I think he should be part of that starting lineup.
We'll be sure to update you as we continue to get results. Powell outside. They need this. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to go on to Marcus Cousins.
That's his second personal first team foul.
Well, the athletic Norman Powell continues to grow as an offensive player. Boy, this guy has got huge upside on the offensive end.
And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
For three, here's Lillard. Connects from downtown. Lillard's got 5 points.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the three ball.
The three ball. A nice shot by Big Cat.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Powell right side. Back to Lillard. Shoots over Mills. No good off the back of the rim.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Nurkic. Portland has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. Here's Powell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second team foul.
Well, he's got great instincts as a scorer. Powell at 6'3", more than capable of getting into the inside and mixing it up a bit.
And the Nets making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. Hits both from the stripe.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Here's Big Cat. Buries it from three. And he's got 41 now.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Lillard passes to McCollum. Powell with it. Lillard outside. Second shot opportunity, and Nance puts it in.
Don't you love guys who are willing to do the dirty work? Larry Nance's activity making him a factor on the rebounding aspect.
4-3, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Lillard finds Powell. Back to Lillard. From 8 feet, and it's Portland scoring again.
What touch from the inside. Lillard being assertive and wanting to convert in close.
Pass to Big Cat. For 3. And they get it back. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Portland Trailblazers. On Monday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz.
And you know, for that matchup with the Hawks, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one. And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Sellers checked in for Nurkic. Covington comes in for Nance. Snell, he's checked in for Powell, and Simon has subbed in for Lillard, and he nails the third. Portland has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. McCollum outside. Back to Covington. Here's Simons. He's guarded by Mills. Pass to Snell. 5 on the clock. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge.
A quick leaper with good instincts. Aldridge can be so disruptive as a defender.
Basket's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Larry, how do you build some momentum in a game like this when shots just aren't falling?
You know, my job is if we miss those shots, I got to go pick them off the rim and get an extra possession for us. So we just need more of that in the second half, and actually, hopefully, my job gets easier.
Hustle plays matter. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Their effort on the glass, absolutely key to setting the tone. They wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they wanted to dominate on both ends. A really terrific performance thus far.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long run.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Alright guys, shout out to you. Interesting pala kaya
Very
Roy Tarla.
lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Well, the Trailblazers shooting just under 40% from the field. Lillard and McCollum in the backcourt together. Larry Nance is out there with Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Powell in at small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. And Durant with the block.
Maybe the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's abilities as a basketball player, the defensive end. He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Now here's McCollum. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Outside Durant, out to the wing. Here's Big Cat. Drops in the three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. Over Aldridge. Off the left rim and out.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Durant way outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Harden from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 6.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Pass to Lillard. Three-pointer. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
McCollum outside. Lillard up top. He's got 10, and down it goes. 2 points. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Here's Big Cat. From outside the arc. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Fires the 3. The shot by Lillard, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Big Cat. And a miss there on the triple.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Count that bucket. 11 points in the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Over to the wing. Out to the right wing. Pass to Big Cat. Powell brings a double. For 3, Durant. Nails it from 3. Durant's got his first 3 points of the game.
Now the tremendous shooting talent that is Kevin Durant. He makes threes look effortless.
Lillard passes to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Portland has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Nurkic. Now here's Lillard, guarded closely. And a dunk by Lillard.
All the way up. Mercy. Lillard throwing it down.
The Nets have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Big Cat. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third quarter.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Lillard finds McCollum. Now Nurkic. Stripped away. Here's Big Cat. McCollum defends. The 3 from Aldridge. Gets the 3 to fall. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nets.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight. And all the steals we've seen, a result of that aggressiveness.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
To the left side wing. And Nance gets it to go on the assist from Powell. Nance has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
McCollum. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. For 3, Covington. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, you respect the jump shooting, so you close tight, and Kevin Durant gets off on the dribble drive.
Here's Simons. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. And he gets the bucket. Griffin's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Here's Simons. And he goes in for the dunk.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Nets delivering the blowout. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. They've got Kevin Durant. DeAndre Bembry is out there with Patrick Mills. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Griffin in at the 5. And Snell gets it to go.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Durant drives in, and Durant slams it home.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity, KD at the rim.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Clock at 6, and here's Simons outside. It's not going to go for him. The Nets go the other way with it.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Durant for 3, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And so many entertainment options out there, Doris. Will today's superstars be able to achieve the same level of celebrity as those who came before?
Boy, icon is a separation from superstar. And it's amazing to me when you consider the careers of certain guys. Michael Jordan comes to mind. 6-0 in the NBA Finals and a household name across the world. LeBron James, 10 trips to the NBA Finals and a icon across the world. Kobe Bryant, an icon across the world. Those players are few and far between. Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
You live for nights like this when it's all working and the rim looks so huge.
Outside, Brown. And Big Cat pulls it down. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. From deep 3-point range, no good. And it's Portland the other way.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Simons, guarded by Durant. Pass to Snell. Up top, Brown. Over Aldridge. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of their 4 threes to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Big Cat from behind the arc. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team.
Well, we just celebrated the 25th season of the WNBA. Doris, you've been a part of the league for so long. Any favorite moments?
BA, I was sitting courtside the very first game at the Los Angeles Forum between the Sparks and the New York Liberty, and I will never forget I was part of the radio broadcast for the Liberty, and when Val Ackerman went to do the ceremonial jump, I had tears streaming down my face. For the first time, women playing professional basketball in the United States. It was a moment I will never forget.
Pass to Big Cat, launches it. And again, it's the Nets missing. Portland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's McLemore. The rebound by the Nets. Here's Big Cat. Here's the 3. He drops it from range.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
To the middle. Here's Covington. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open. Let me make the game easy for him.
Here's Big Cat. Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. There goes out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
On the floor for the Nets, DeMarcus Cousins, Nicholas Claxton, Joe Harris.
Smith outside. Pass to Brown.
2 minutes in the game.
Unable to get that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Timeout called. Brooklyn. And Grant, in 2015, you became part owner of the Atlanta Hawks. How pleased were you to see their performance in last year's playoffs?
Well, it was incredible. So much fun to see this team come together, rally, and have an incredible run in this past postseason. Now, as a broadcaster, you don't want to have a rooting interest, but I'll confess, it was definitely special to see.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
This guy loves playing the role of the villain. It's what motivates him to play well on the road, I think. And he did just that tonight, channeling that energy in a positive way, getting a huge victory away from home. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mills. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Oh, Durant with a steal. Here's Big Cat, covered by Covington. The 3 is up. And the Nets, another 3.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's McLemore. It's stolen. Pass to Bembry. 41 seconds left in the game. Here's Big Cat. Back to Claxton. To the wing, right side. Here's Bembry. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. That one a little long. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Covington. Portland, no good that time either. Left side Mills. Here's Big Cat. From deep. And Durant hits from deep.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.
Okay guys, panalo po tayo. Ang next game ay Los Angeles Lakers. Standby. And mega shoutout po lahat sa mga nandyan. Shoutout to all. Lakers. Gawin natin eto, yan. Alright.
We are trying this together. You know what I'm saying? So we're just together. My whole squad is like everyone. When I say my squad, I mean the community. You know what I'm saying? So we all out there repping, being loud and proud and going at it. Nobody gets left behind.
November is here, and with it comes more events in 2K22. In current gen, jump ship and take some vacation days. Happening this weekend, Vacation Days puts your team against NBA players in 3-on-3 games. And next weekend, mark your calendars because it's Specialty Appreciation Shooter, where your shooting badge points earn you extra XP. Moving on to the city, this weekend, it's time to conquer the courts 3-on-3 style. But next weekend will be about 5-on-5 action because you can earn double XP at the rec. And remember, every day, ranked Pro-Am games are going down at league nights. And every Friday, Club 2K is popping with buckets and new beats. That's it for me. I'll see you on the courts.
Welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K TV and our first interactive special of 2K22. Now, before we get into the interactives, a reminder, if you want a chance to be on 2K TV, then you need to be taking our Cover Athlete Challenge. It's a part of our Play Your Way to 2K TV series. Here's how it works. Play with Luka Doncic and pull off a triple-double before the end of Season 2. Then share a video or pic of your box score showing all of your stats over social media using the hashtag 2KTVLuka Challenge and hashtag contest. Now, very important, be sure to include your gamer tag in the video, pic, or in the post. The submissions with the best stats will vote, and the 2K community will decide which player deserves to be on 2K TV. So take the challenge, share your results, and you might be invited to appear on the show. Now, are you ready to earn some VC? This week, all questions are presented by Duracell. And the theme is stamina, so here we go. The longest NBA game in history took place in 1951 when the Indianapolis Olympians finally took the win over the Rochester Royals after 6 overtimes. Talk about stamina. How many minutes were played in this record-making game? Was it 61, 68, 78, or 87?
I ain't never catch an oop before, bro. Nah, bro. Hold up, bro. This play, yo, bro. The skeleton got me catching oop, bro.
Back World, welcome back to 2K TV. We're so excited to have you back on the show because we are following your journey to legend, and I see that you have a little something with you. Tell us about that.
Well, you know, this is the film. This symbolizes the beast that they eat. We won rival day. Shout out to everybody out there that was grinding, putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm a champion to win this double Lexus. You know what I mean?
Wear it loud and proud. Now, obviously, we're following your journey to legend, and we got an update on Season 1, but where are you in terms of levels for Season 2?
Okay, so I hit 40. I got the skeleton mascot. I am enjoying it. Man, it's been a blast, the grind, everything. Getting out there playing with everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Seeing where everybody's at. Season 2 has been tremendous. It's been fire. It's been amazing.
What specifically do you like about Season 2?
Okay, so one skeleton mascot.
Guys, start pilot. And Comedy, shout out to you. Mega shout out.
Looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp on the court too, as they get ready to go to work on the road. There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Now that we... Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Russell Westbrook has...
David, you are too nice. Thank you so much. And Westbrook, he is incredible. Thank you, David. So the Nets starting 5. Harden in at the off guard. Durant is the small forward. Aldridge out there with Big Cat. And it's Dellavedova in at the point. And for Los Angeles. And they have their big 3 all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the 4. Bradley is out there with Jordan. And these Christmas Day games, Greg, have become a cherished NBA tradition. How tough is it, though, for the players to miss this time with their family?
It is always a challenge, no doubt, but sometimes you just got to be a little flexible with the schedule. And as long as the kids get their presents, they don't mind too much if it's a day early or a day late.
Here's Kusavic. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That one on Davis.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Westbrook passes to LeBron. That's tipped. Dellavedova finds Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
This is what you want to see from Aldridge. Big man playing big.
Westbrook passes to Bradley. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Here's Kusavic, and Davis sends it back.
The combination of agility and reach makes AD a lethal defender, capable of sending shots back from anywhere.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Here's Kusavic. His 3-pointers off the mark.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Aldridge trying to break free, and the Nets miss again.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
18 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. Westbrook's got 6 points.
Just so versatile. I mean, Westbrook can go to the hole, bring it back out for 3, or in that case, just rise and
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
How about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers, too.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is going to be a fun first game between these 2 squads. Buckle up. I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And, Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Here's Westbrook. The shot off that time, so Brooklyn will take it the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
A 3-pointer, no good.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green right here very early in this game if this keeps up. And this is the second season of Anthony Davis' 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Dwight Howard's checked in for Jordan. Horton Tucker comes in for LeBron. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Bradley. Then for the Nets, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Aldridge. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. It's Mills in for Matthew Dellavedova. Back to Westbrook. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. From 11 feet away, here's Howard. The layup missed.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
2 minutes.
And he drives in. Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Takal si Davis at si Howard.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Nunn kicks to Westbrook. The pass to Davis. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. You look at the Nets. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
And right now for the Nets, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys... Once Harden is in position for the dunk, you might as well start jogging back the other way.
And slam dunk by Harris.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And the foul call on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Paul Millsap's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Nets.
Here's Nunn. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Over Millsap. At the tip. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Timeout called the Nets.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He has taken some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
And your Laker girl.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Big Cat comes in for Paul Millsap. Durant's checked in for Harris. And it's James Harden in for Patty Mills. Pulled the shot a little low, but the bounce moves his way. And that's now 11 points for Big Cat.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And Howard.
Guys, sandali lang po. Quit natin to. Hindi maganda. Quit. Sorry. Injury. Woo.
That track, the little big wheel.
Yeah.
Man, I'm all around the city with the big wheel. Oh man, they can't keep up with me.
What events have you been enjoying? I know one in particular.
And I've never won Ruffles, but this year, you know, you get 75,000, you get the Ruffle pants. So I finally got the Ruffle shorts. It's amazing. I love them. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I get to do that, you know, you gotta get those Ruffle shots down.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visitors. The court line and the other guard. It's top at shooting guard.
Before we get started, we've got just enough time to head over to...
Well, Brian, the Lakers have...
Thanks, Allie. And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Harden and Durant, they're the 2 and the 3. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Big Cat in at power forward. And for the Lakers, the big 3 for this team all out there. Westbrook the point, LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. Avery Bradley out there with DeAndre Jordan. All right, Grant, go back to your career a little bit now. Talk about some of your more memorable Christmas Day games.
Wow. You know, I think my most memorable was my first Christmas Day game in 1996. We played in Chicago. Yeah, you know, I had a nice 27 against Scottie Pippen. But in fairness to Pip, he gave me 27 as well. So we kind of evened out.
On the wing, Davis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Anthony Davis helped rescuing the Lakers from some lean years. In the 6 seasons prior to his arrival, they'd missed the playoffs more times than in the previous 65 years of the franchise.
And a year after they got him, they're hoisting the Larry O'Brien Trophy. And now with his new contract, he should help them compete for a long time to come.
You know, in this 21st century version of the NBA, just being big is not enough. Davis personifies the evolution of the big guy. He's got game from everywhere on the floor.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Big Cat. Stolen by Davis. Picked it. Here's Big Cat.
Oh, whoa. Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climbing.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Los Angeles. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Westbrook, the pass to James. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Harden with the slam.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Bradley, that's good.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. So maybe they're warmed up now.
Here's Dellavedova. Pass to Big Cat. Going inside. Ooh, rejected by Jordan.
You know he's around. That's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's James. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
To the right side. Pass to Aldridge. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on DeAndre Jordan.
The defense has to be smarter in how they guard Aldridge. He's very creative on offense.
At the line for the Nets, LaMarcus.
And he makes both free throws.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the floor. Here's Westbrook. Here's James. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
And you know, this could be the season that LeBron passes Karl Malone for second all-time in career scoring. And dare we think this? After a year or two, perhaps, even passing Kareem, that's almost sacrilege. But it could happen if LeBron stays healthy.
Now here's Durant. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Shot's good by James. Clark Vaughn already the all-time playoff scoring leader and second all-time in final scoring to Jerry West.
Well, it all makes sense, B.A. You added up his brilliance, his longevity, his consistency. I mean, he's made the finals just about every year, too. That doesn't hurt when you're talking about playoff stats. It is absolutely incredible.
Patay kayo, Brooklyn!
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Jordan. Anthony comes in for Anthony Davis. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for James. And Nunn is subbed in for Bradley. Now here's Anthony. 9 points for him in his last game. Shoots over Griffin. Anthony misses. The Nets have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far.
Lakers foul. Taylor Horton-Tucker. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, trailing by 2. And here's Griffin outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Pass to Horton-Tucker. Down low. Here's Anthony. It's deflected. Fast break, Brooklyn. For 3, here's Harris. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
To the paint. Harris misses.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Westbrook, the pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Well, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Outside Mills. Pass to Redick from deep three-point range. Horton-Tucker grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the ball and piling up the assist.
Now here's Redick. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Nunn. Pass to Anthony. Back to Nunn.
Bye-bye.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. On the money with the jumper.
D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here they come with numbers in transition. Here's Anthony. Oh, great D that time from Griffin.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, Harris with the block. Out of bounds. As Los Angeles keeps possession.
Coming onto the floor for the Nets, Paul Millsap, DeAndre Bembry.
Hey, here's Nunn for 3. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead. And you think about LeBron James, not just one of the all-time greats.
I have the freedom to call sets, whatever I feel best suit our team. I'm a smart, cerebral basketball.
He really does process the game at such a high level, Grant.
Yeah, an all-time level. And he'll let you know about it. I mean, no false modesty at all. Says, I got this.
And welcome back, one and all, for more NBA Christmas Day action. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so. And when the team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. We've got Nicholas Claxton, Patrick Mills out there with DeAndre Bembry. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Millsap in at the center position. Here's Westbrook. That shot off the mark. Harden with the defensive effort.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Bradley, he's checked in for the Lakers. Pass to Claxton. Here's Dellavedova. The long distance 3 is buried. Well, you were Rookie of the Year back in 1995, Grant. For young guys coming into the league, how difficult are expectations right out of the gate?
Well, rookies these days are way younger than when I played. I mean, I was 22 my first year in the league after 4 years in college. So, you know, I think we have to give these young players time to develop and learn how to become great in the NBA.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
All right, BA. Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire.
Well, different perspective, Allie. Good stuff.
Man, it's so good to see how Dellavedova plays to his strengths, guys. I mean, specifically, how he finds the open man. Nice.
Pass to Davis. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The Lakers in the lead. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Nunn. The D's right on him. Jordan finds Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And James launches it from deep.
Look at Harden getting after it defensively with a little edge. A rude rejection like that will get him all kinds of fired up.
Here's Big Cat. He had a big outing in that Trailblazers game as well. And the basket is good.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The Lakers have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Here's Davis. Oh, nice D from Millsap. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second.
BA and Anthony Davis, you got a big man who can give you 28 a game and contend for Defensive Player of the Year. Enough said.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And Davis standing 6'10 with a 7'6 wingspan. His sphere of influence, let's call it, is gigantic.
BA, I love that phrase, sphere of influence, and that's exactly what AD had. Multiple first-time all-defense selections, and rightfully so. This guy gets it done at both ends.
Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Davis down low. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Nets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second.
Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game. Sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator.
Outside Nunn.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because he can pile up quickly.
And the Lakers making a change here. Horton Tucker's checked in. Right side Davis. Back to Nunn. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
You know, with each season in the league, AD's become more of a facilitator. Actually, he's much more aware of how to make plays for his teammates.
Pass to Big Cat. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Well, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Pass to Jordan. Now here's Davis. Here's Horton Tucker, guarded by Durant. The kick out to Nunn. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the lob. Finished off by Davis.
Well, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Back to Durant. 3-pointer. Gets the 3-ball to go. Durant's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. The Lakers trail. A minute 20 left in the first half of basketball. Bradley misses.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's none. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Davis. No good. A bit long that time.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Pass to Jordan. Outside Davis. Left side none. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Here's Big Cat. He's guarded by Anthony. Right wing. Pass to Big Cat. From downtown. They get it again. Back to Mills. And we finished off one half of play. It's the Nets. They lead by 8.
KD, you were so on top of it.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a solid 8-point lead. And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
They're running the offense beautifully this one, working for good looks. Their confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow at this point.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Combination of 4 feet and 4 shot selection. That's what my take is. They need to be more patient. Run the offense all the way through and let everyone touch the ball. Otherwise, they're playing into the other team's hands.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting just around 32% from the field. The big three for this team all out there. Westbrook the point, LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Avery Bradley. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Takes the three. A nice shot by Big Cat. 17 points in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
For much of his career, Jordan has been surrounded by unbelievable talent.
Well, you think about it, B.A. Paul and Griffin in L.A., Durant, Irving, and Harden in Brooklyn. I don't know how you get much better than those 5.
Jordan with the bucket.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
The Nets with the lead. To the wing, right side. The kick to Durant. This one for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
17-foot shot on the way, and that one comes up a bit short.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Big Cat. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, a fantastic job by Aldridge to lay into that defender on the screen.
Timeout called, the Lakers. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of the game, game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
And Durant with the block.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
From outside the arc. And it's Dellavedova missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Davis. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And it's Jordan with the rebound. The Lakers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. And it's James with the jam.
Boom! LeBron. He still got major bounce and force on the fly.
Pass to Claxton. The deep 3 from Durant. Can't connect from long distance. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. James. Oh, denied by Durant. And he's able to get it back. Brooklyn has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Claxton. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning. Not stop. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And Russell Westbrook on the move once again. This time to the Lakers. Now, what's interesting, I mean, he played so long for the OKC Thunder, and now on his 4th team in the past 4 years. But still, you can't deny the impact when he's on the floor.
Durant for 3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
3 points.
Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Howard. Now James. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Well, he seems ageless at times, guys. Somehow, some way, LeBron continues to rip off these insane sequences time and time again. Remarkable.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send-back.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Nunn's checked in for LeBron. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Cousins, he's checked in for Griffin. Millsap comes in for Claxton. Redick, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Mills in for Dellavedova.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Nunn. Anthony against Millsap. Here's Westbrook. And the layup is good. Westbrook's got 6.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Outside Mills. Outside Durant. Inside. And Cousins throws it down.
Boy, Cousins doing a nice job using his strength on the drive to draw the foul and overpower a defender there.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
They've made the long-range shot look like a layup at times in this one.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Harris is checked in for Millsap. Nunn with it. Now guarded by Harris. From 13. And Mills pulls it down. The Nets have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. From the arc. The Lakers with a rebound. Some room here for Anthony. Cans it with nobody near it. 59 seconds left in the third. Anthony against Durant. And here's Mills from the arc. Horton Tucker grabs the miss. Horton Tucker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Into the lane. Banked it in off the glass. Mills with it. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. Here's Durant. Good. And the Nets lead by 16.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
And the Nets shooting has been great, 57%, and finding ways to score consistently. Durant for three, rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got 4 rebounds now. And Anthony slams it in.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
Here's Durant. Lays it up and banks it in. Durant's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets, a sizable lead of 14 at the break, building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. We've got Patrick Mills, also J.J. Redick out there, Joe Harris out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Big Cat in at the 4. And for the Lakers, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. It's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Jordan's checked in for the Lakers.
Next ball. Now into the lineup for your Lakers, DeAndre Jordan.
And here's Mills. Over to the wing. Here's Big Cat. Aldridge with the bucket. And the Nets lead by 14.
That's just sheer weight room from Aldridge there. Didn't allow the defense to get the best of him.
Westbrook outside. To the middle. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Here's Big Cat. And he converts the layup. Give him 23.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here's Westbrook. Finished off by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
And the Nets call time here.
You really get it all from Russell Westbrook. His versatility as a player is truly exceptional. That's what allows him to crank out triple-doubles one after another.
James is checked in for the Lakers. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Layo.
Dellavedova comes in for Mills. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Steve Nash said to the team. So far, he's happy with their play, but he wants to prevent any kind of a letdown. He told the team, stay aggressive. Don't play not to lose. We want to push the action and try to break their spirit.
And while Westbrook has led the league in triple-doubles many seasons, I think that stat is also a testament to his hustle.
Yeah, when it comes to pure energy, Westbrook is maybe unmatched. He's the ultimate hard worker. Every minute he's on the floor, he's doing his best to make an impact on the game.
Redick outside. Here's Dellavedova.
Alayo talaga.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Over to the left wing. Here's Big Cat. Checked by Davis. Aldridge misses. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Takes a 13-footer. The shot by James, no good.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
The shot's good. And the Nets lead by 10.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Outside Harden. With the drive, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Offensive rebound, James. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
When LeBron has an inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Big Cat, and he jams it home with authority.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
The Lakers call timeout. Now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. Three-pointer, Harden. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
You know, everybody knows Harden just lights out from behind the arc, so if you're defending him, you've got to take that away.
Now, here is James. Defense is right there. Here's Davis. Goes up again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
Second chance points are always painful. You have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Pass to Dellavedova. On the wing, Durant. Let's go with a three. Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
1:16 left to play in the fourth. Pass to Westbrook. Throws it up high and slammed up by Jordan.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Nets.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And they notch another win, number 34 of the year.
And this was a great showing for them in the first of 2 games in the season series, stealing a 1-0 lead against the Lakers. This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. And you know, as LeBron continues his illustrious, remarkable career, the question seems unavoidable. It's inevitable. Him or MJ for greatest of all time. For me, it's a matter of what flavor you like. You can't go wrong with either one. Personally, I know George got the rings, LeBron's got the career number, but I like the fact LeBron is 6'8", 250 plus, and Jordan was only 6'6", 215. I'm going with the bigger guy.
Here's Ellington, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
The three, here's Harris. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
Now into the lineup for your Lakers, Malik Monk.
8 seconds left in the fourth. Harden from outside. Knocks down the long J.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take.
Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Okay, guys, panalo po tayo. Ang next game po is Los Angeles Clippers. Stand by. Oh, piyak. Natutulala ako ah. Okay.
Do you think the competition has been harder as we've progressed in these seasons and as we get further and further along in NBA 2K22?
I expected this to happen. You know, when I said it last time, see, first season everybody's getting their bills together. This season they kind of got it together more. So I'm seeing a lot, especially in the rec, you're seeing a lot of 2-3, 3-2, a lot of zones, period. You know what I'm saying? And the competition level has definitely spiked up.
I love that. Now looking forward to season 3 and season 4. We are halfway there. Are you still motivated as you were going into season 1? Are you tired?
I'm not tired at all, but not only am I going to do 4 seasons, I'm probably going to get 40 in all of the seasons because, listen, it catches you because, you know, these awards are incredible, which they are so far. Man, I ain't
What do you think the reward should be if you hit level 40 in all of the seasons in NBA 2K22?
Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, so I have to think. I am personally happy with the jetpack. You know what I'm saying? If you get a jet, if you could fly in the sky, oh my God, and that shit's gonna be crazy. So everybody gonna be up in the sky on top of the building. But you know, the rewards for all 9 seasons, you need something like that. It's prestigious logo. You know what I mean? Something like that. Separate you from everybody.
I like that. I like that idea. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on 2K TV once again. We are going to continue following your journey to legend as we approach season 3. Thanks again, Bat.
Thank you for having me, Alexis. Thank you so much, y'all. I love you guys at 2K TV. Y'all guys are doing an amazing job.
Some more VC, of course. We're talking stamina, so how many players in NBA history have played at least 10,000 minutes in the NBA playoffs? Is it 1, 3, 5, or 7? If you answered 1, then you are correct. Only 1 player has put in more than 10,000 NBA playoff minutes. Now, do you know who it is? Well, that brings us to our next question. Who holds the record for essentially the highest stamina in the NBA playoffs? Is it Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, LeBron James, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Who would know this question? LD2K. We miss you, LD.
everybody, I'm Dan Roberts, arena announcer for the Utah Jazz, and you'll hear me call Jazz games on NBA 2K22. At guard, wearing number 45 at 6'1", Donovan Mitchell. My first exposure to it was through my grandson, who is an absolute 2K freak. He sent me a video, and I was absolutely blown away with the clarity, the color. I mean, it was almost lifelike. Here we go! The NBA in this situation is a roller coaster of monumental proportions. We had Carmelo, John Stockton those years, and we were as good as you could get. The bucket by the mailman, Karl Malone. And you got to start again, and you get to the bottom of the roller coaster, and you got to ride it up again. We're kind of in a climbing peak right now, basically, with who we got. We got some great people now. Jordan Clarkson dunks it home. The interesting thing about our fans is they're loyal. They understand what's going on. They're very knowledgeable about basketball, very enduring. We've come close 2 times. I've done 2 NBA finals. The fans share that, and we look forward to that happening again. The dish from John Stockton. When I got my first situation, that was in the ABA, where we had the red, white, and white ball, and that was with the Utah Stars. Throughout that particular period of time, I ended up doing the 1979 Final Four with Bird and Magic Johnson in the University of Utah. That was absolutely amazing. But it was a precursor because the Jazz came into town in '79, and
Oh guys, start tayo! I shout out to you, Pinoy Picture
Downtown Los Angeles from the We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Welcome and DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season.
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolute. Thank you. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
So the Nets starting 5. Harden in at the off guard. Durant is the small forward. Aldridge out there with Big Cat. And it's Dellavedova in at the 1 spot for the Clippers. Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point.
Interesting to see how LaMarcus Aldridge has embraced more and more of a leadership role with this team. He knows he has what it takes to guide this team to higher heights.
The 3 from Harden. He can't get that one to fall. The Clippers go the other way with it. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Pass to Jackson. Leonard against Durant. Deflected by KD. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now, here's Zubac. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And this is the time of year when teams can start to lose, Brent, their focus just a little bit. How tough you think it is to stay motivated at this stage of the long season?
Well, depending on where you are in the standings, that motivation should kick in about the competitiveness to play in the postseason. But this is a reflection of the character of your team. And I think a lot of front offices and coaching staffs are really tuned into how are guys approaching this part of the year. Are they still attacking? Are they still relying on what we taught in the training camp and our fundamentals? If they start losing sight of that, the last half of your season could be tough.
Got that one up quick.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
The shot comes out. The Nets go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
And here's Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Nets. George, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But, boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away. And threatening here.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the two-game season series from last year.
And this, one of the few opponents who really stuck it to them during what was an otherwise excellent season for them. You're right, they've got to have revenge on their minds tonight. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Jackson to end the run. Brooklyn with the rebound. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. For three, Durant nailed from three-point land.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Big Cat.
Right.
To the paint. Here's Aldridge. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's his first. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The Nets also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Big Cat. Redick comes in for James Harden. It's Mills in for Matthew Dellavedova. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Do you think Eric Bledsoe felt that at all at his size, 6'1", the way he's built? I don't think so.
To the inside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's Durant on the wing. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging 15.5 points a game. Clippers trail by 13. Bledsoe finds Ibaka. Driving in. Another shot, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
Ibaka can shoot the 3, but, man, with his frame, if he gets down low and gets physical, he's tough to stop. He will get free throws.
Ibaka hits both of them.
It's been interesting to watch the evolution of Serge Ibaka, just improving that shooting and that confidence to be a perimeter threat.
Now here is Aldridge. He's got 8. Goes back up. Cousins with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so here are the Clippers. It's a 13-point game. Kennard the pass to Batum, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. And with Ibaka, he doesn't shoot a lot anymore, but he's still very efficient.
Well, I think, Kevin, that's what makes him an ideal fit with a team that has 2 star players or other guys who are going to draw attention away from Serge. Can spot up on the weak side, get into a great offensive rhythm, and knock down shots.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and Harris subbed in for Patty Mills. The 3 from KD. The rebound by Ibaka. Clippers trail by 11. And there's the pass to Bledsoe. Batum against Redick. A shot by Batum, no good. And here Here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 1 second separating the shot clock in game. And finished off by KD.
There's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
Here's Bledsoe. And Griffin sends it back. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin.
Paul Millsap, DeAndre Bembry.
$11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Millsap. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And so it's the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got J.J. Redick. Harris is out there with Big Cat. Then there's Griffin, and it's Bembry in at the point. Here's Kennard, following the bucket by the Nets. It's stolen by Harris. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days, but they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Bledsoe right side, pass to man, plenty of space, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Man's got his first points of the night. Pass to Bembry. Here's Gacevicius, defended by Batum, and it's blocked. Knocks it loose. Kennard on the wing. From the line, that one doesn't go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Launches it. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Passes it to man. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Oh, and the
Yeah, Ibaka is about as physical as you get for a big man in the NBA.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. And Brent the wrinkle added to the playoff format for 2021. The play-in tournament really became a hot-button issue last season.
It felt like you either were going to love it or you weren't going to like it at all. And I think a lot of people really enjoyed the fact that the last month of the season provided games that had something at stake. And that positioning to get into the 10th slot with an opportunity to get into the playoffs drew the attention of NBA fans and players to keep competing until the very end of the season to take that shot at getting into the postseason. So I really like it.
Here's Gacevicius. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Launches a three. Sinks the three-pointer. 18 points for Big Cat.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Leonard driving inside and finished off by Leonard.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
And the Nets, another three.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Leonard. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Denver.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
Just 4 to shoot. And he overshot that one, missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Kasevicius. He is hauled in by Los Angeles. George looking around. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break.
You have got to be kidding.
Talk about taking things into your own hands. Clippers trail by 19. Outside Leonard. Good, nice job down low. Leonard's got 11 points.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. It also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing. And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Big Cat.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the area.
Brooklyn making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. And it's Mills in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now here's Leonard. He's got 11. One thing about Kawhi Leonard's defense, Brent, his quick hands really help him.
Well, isn't it incredible, Kevin, every year how many steals Kawhi gets that are so much different than any other defender in the NBA, where he literally rips that ball away from any offensive player and takes off down the other end of the floor. And Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, find ways to improve upon it. Always working hard to bring something out the next season.
First team foul.
Here's Kasevicius. Paul George with the steal.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, this is something he's working on. A good natural leader from the point guard position wants to help out by becoming a better facilitator.
Harden against George.
Come get it.
There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. Into the lane. The rebound by Harden.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
So active defensively, and I love when they did force a turnover, they just flat out attacked. The points they got off turnovers swung the game in their favor.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Marcus Morris. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Mann's checked in for George. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Jackson.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Mills. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Drills the three-pointer.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
No good from Bledsoe. Here's Kasevicius. Sinks that one from the post. Big Cat's got 31 points.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Finished.
Thanks very much with Ty Lue.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Big Cat.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. 2 points. That one goes.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Got that bucket in no time at all. 36 points for Big Cat.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. With the drive, and he jams it with authority.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here's Jackson, defended by Dellavedova. And Jackson throws it down.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Rebounded by Jackson. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. That one goes. Count it. Leonard's got 15.
And the team leans on him for moments like this where they need him to dominate offensively.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And we all know what he offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubats. Then for the Nets, Paul Millsap is checked in for Big Cat. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for James Harden. Kennard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Aldridge dishes to Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
Here's Dellavedova. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
Jackson hits both of them. Brooklyn leading by 23. Here's Redick, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And there's one thing we've learned about J.J. Redick over the course of his career. He's going to provide a constant and consistent threat on the perimeter.
And it's something every team is looking for, just the guy that, especially in JJ's case, that can shoot the ball well but continues to move around and create opportunities on the offensive end because of that constant movement. Every team looking for a perimeter threat like that.
Eric Bledsoe checked in for Los Angeles. And the Nets making a change here as well. Big Cat is checked in for Paul Millsap. Ibaka with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. George with no one around. Gets a very good look and converts. George has got his first points of the game. Brooklyn's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Big Cat, the pass to Harris. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. George, no good. Brooklyn's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 3-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. For 3, Harris. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 5 assists tonight. Clippers shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Leonard. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Kasevicius. And it's set back by Bledsoe.
6'1" guard, Bledsoe up there with the block. Wow.
Kennard's shot is off. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%.
They hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Now here's Leonard. T right on him. Here he goes. And it's denied. Dellavedova, the pass to Big Cat. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Serge
Ibaka picks one up there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Batum comes in for Leonard. Mann subbed in for Luke Kennard. And the Nets also making a change. Harden's checked in. Here's George. Will it go? He takes it up and lays it in.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of ball.
And the pass to Big Cat. Fires the 3. A shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers.
Coming onto the floor for your
54 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Bledsoe. Rebounded by the Nets. Big Cat's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Good on the shot.
Wow, the energy from Bledsoe in this one, excelling at turning on the jets and getting to the basket.
To the left wing. Here's Kasevicius. Misses the 3. The Clippers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15.
Brooklyn foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
When you think of Serge Ibaka, you think of Serge Ibaka. That's the shot blocking and the defense. Those come right to mind. He's been a quality role player for a very long time in the NBA.
Harden outside. No good on the triple. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays. So valuable.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Griffin, Bembry out there with Mills. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Cousins in at the center filling out the middle.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
The dish to Batum. And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players and they were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Smith, the pass to Batum, and Griffin sends it back.
Great to see Griffin going hard on the defensive end. Rejections like that are crucial to his development.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
You gotta feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Big Cat, he's checked in for Cousins. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. And James Harden is subbed in for Bembry. And Durant launches from deep. And the Nets miss again. And Los Angeles guys shooting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Mann. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his fourth personal foul.
2021 was an unusual season to say the least for players, coaches. Brent, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do and show up every day to do it. And I commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis, not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit. And the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well. And I'm glad we're through that. Hard not to like Blake Griffin when he's doing things like that, looking to throw it down every time around the rim.
He blocks it again, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the floor, anchoring the defense.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
They grab their own miss. The second chance effort. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Terrence Mann.
Luke Kennard.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from KD hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Smith kicks to Kennard. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
The 3 from Harden. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
To halt the run, here's Hartenstein. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his fifth.
It's on Kevin Durant. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
You've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
The Nets making a switch here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Griffin. Millsap comes in for Big Cat. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bembry in for James Harden. Smith out of hand on it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Big Cat.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. He recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
And Nick Batum, he can kind of give you a bit of everything on the wing, a true jack of all trades.
It's interesting, GA, because that versatility is what got him a long-term contract to play in Charlotte for a number of years. And now coming full circle, he's back to that versatile play around other guys who are star players. That's what makes him so valuable to any club he plays with now.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Smith, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul.
That free throw missing.
At the line for your Clippers, Ish Smith. At the line for 2.
Second free throw, no good. Hartenstein passes to Smith. Dishes it to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Tries a 3. Offensive rebound. Right side, Batum. Johnson with the bounce pass. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting.